long life. Didn't even last a couple months. All right, some updates. You may be wondering why my video is entitled Interstate Drug Trafficker. Well, the other night, while driving through Choctaw, Oklahoma, I got pulled over. And, obviously you wonder why. And the officer comes around to the passenger window and has me roll it down. I'm watching The Big Bang Theory on DVD, so it's kind of loud. So I turn it off, and he says, "Oh, you were pulled over for a burned out license plate light." Had to change locations because of the wind noise. Anyway, so he says, "Oh, I pulled you over for a burned out license plate light, and why don't you get out of the car, and it's only going to be a warning. Make yourself comfortable in the passenger seat of my squad." And it's like, well, cool, that's fine. It's cold out here, he says. So anyway, we go over the typical information: driver's license, insurance, and and he pops the question, "Is it okay to search your vehicle?" And it's like, well, I already know the answer to this question. It's a flat out no. I didn't state it in those terms. So I said no. And he says, well, we'll just take the canine and have it sniff around your vehicle, and if it has an indicator, we'll go ahead and search your vehicle. So it's like, okay. It's like, well, I'm not carrying drugs. I've never done drugs even, and good luck finding anything. So I mean, they had this planned all along. It didn't matter what I did. The funny thing is, shame on the Choctaw Police Department for escalating a burned out license plate light to a full-on canine narcotics tear apart the van search. That's really stupid. It was a dick move. I have to call out Officer Badge number 10 for doing that, because for me, it's like a juvenile who buys a scratch-off ticket and hopes he's gonna win the lottery. I mean, what kind of fantasy land is that cop from the Choctaw Police Department in Oklahoma doing, escalating a burned out license plate light to a full-on narcotics canine, rip the van apart? Dumb. Stupid. You're a disgrace to anyone who wants to take the police officers seriously. Anyway, yeah, I got that out of my system. So the interesting thing was, even though it was planned all along, there wasn't anything stopping this. And the canine, of course, indicates, so it's like, what? it indicates by my passenger, or my driver's side door. And it's like any time I've seen a canine in TV in the movies indicate once they sniff their you know, whatever, they sit down. This dog was jumping all over my car. The canine officer, was throwing it a toy. I mean, it was like they were playing games outside of my car. And I mean, I'm like, okay, you know, there's nothing happened. Oh, no. It indicated, we're gonna search your car. Anyway, it's one thing to okay a search of a everyday vehicle. I mean, what are they gonna do? Rifle through your glove compartment and check under your seats? No, this is my home. There's thousands of items to pour through. I mean, they were probably searching my vehicle for a half an hour, if not 45 minutes. And of course they're turning up nothing. You know, they pulled apart the carpet by my, you know, the thing is, if I were trafficking drugs, you're not gonna find it mixed in with my everyday items or under the carpet. No. I mean, how stupid would a drug smuggler have to be to do that? I mean, it's like there was no indication, nothing in my past record. I wasn't reeking of marijuana smoke or appearing high. I mean, this was just a dick move by this cop, which probably wanted a little excitement or a little bit of ego boost on his Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Give me a break. Anyway, Officer Perryman, who kept me company in the vehicle, and very courteous. I mean, very courteous in spite of what was happening. He kept me company, kept me, you know, talking. I was kind of picking his brain for news of migrant smuggling and cartels, and whether or not it was having an impact in their community. So we had a good conversation about that. We talked about his entrepreneurial efforts. I mean, he was a great guy. I mean, the canine officer, I mean, he was just following instructions, following the lead of Dick Officer 10, Badge 10, and you know, I'm sorry, excuse me, but Officer Perryman was the public relations officer for the Choctaw, and I mean, what a public relations blunder to make the community members feel unsafe when you can't trust the officers to not violate your privacy, violate your rights. Anyway, I gotta say, I've researched this topic, and the consensus seems to be in the legal community that you don't give permission to search your vehicle. You don't know if these officers are corrupt. You don't know if they're planning on planting evidence or drugs in your vehicle. You never know. When you give verbal permission to search your vehicle, you open up a fishing expedition. Any evidence, any illegal evidence they find after you give them permission, I mean, who knows what it could be? You might not even realize it's illegal. And everything is admissible in court when you give permission. If you don't give permission, anything they find inadvertently is not admissible in court. So say the former owner of the vehicle had a roach or a little bit of weed stashed in the glove compartment that I didn't know about, that would be evidence. I mean, you know, hypothetically, but yeah, probable cause, you know, cops have a way of generating probable cause. Oh, he said, I seemed nervous. Really? Being pulled over in a foreign state by officers you don't know for a reason you don't know, and you might not be able to trust these officers have good intentions. Oh yeah, maybe a little nervous. But as soon as he said I was gonna get a warning ticket, it's like, have at it. Take your time. Be my guest. But they had alternate intentions, so shame on the Choctaw Police Department. Don't go through that town, because they're itching for trouble, apparently. Anyway, yeah, I'll split. I'll branch off into another video. I've just had it with this one, so yeah. Courtesy only goes so far.